Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is who you are, love with who. And the scripture comes from Song of Songs 5 and 2. I was sleeping, but my heart kept vigil. I heard my lover knocking. Open to me, my sister, my beloved, my dove, my perfect one. For my head is wet with dew, my locks with the moisture of the night. I have taken off my robe, and I then put it on. I have bathed my feet, am I to soil them? My lover puts his hand through the opening, my heart trembled within me, and I grew faint when he spoke. I rose to open to my lover with my hands dripping myrrh, with my fingers dripping choice myrrh upon the fittings of the lock. I opened to my lover, but my lover had departed, gone. I sought him, but I did not find him. I called to him, but he did not answer me. The watchmen came upon me as they made their rounds of the city. They struck me and wounded me and took my mantle from me. The guardian of the walls, I adjure you, daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my lover, what shall you tell him? That I am faint with love. This is so sad. Okay, not only is like the literature sad, and the story it tells is sad, and the story that I am receiving is sad. So here's the message. This is for someone. Either you were born from something like this, or like this is about a man that got a woman pregnant and then ran off. And after the woman was left with the baby, she was trying to chase after this man, but she could not find him. And I don't think this exactly means that she literally could not find him, but it might be a situation where he, like, even if she did find him, just like it says here, the watchmen came upon me and they made their rounds of the city. As they made the rounds of the city, they struck me and wounded me and took my mantle from me. So, and it even says the guardian of the walls. So this is like a situation. Maybe this was an unexpected pregnancy or an unplanned pregnancy. This could possibly be some kind of teen, like a teen pregnancy, or a teen love type situation where the two people that came together, they may have fell in love with each other. They may have really wanted to be with each other, but the man in this situation was not serious. And the woman ended up not only heartbroken, but she got in a lot of trouble behind what happened. And the guy ran off. This is so sad. And this woman, regardless if she is still holding, like, she's harboring this heartache and she's harboring this pain, and this man has moved on with his life. Oh, confirmation. This man that moved on with his life, he may have went ahead and married somebody else, and he didn't have children with them. And the child that he had with this woman, he has turned his back on this child. And he acts as if this child does not matter. He acts as if this child is unimportant. He acts as if, this is giving me, what's the name of that show? Half and Half vibes, where it's the two sisters. They live in their father's building, I think. And one sister and her mom had to struggle. And the dad he barely helped. And she grew up to be the kind of woman that even when her father was willing, after seeing the way her father treated her sister, he kind of, I guess his conscience was messing with him. And he would be willing to give her this, or he would be willing to help her with certain things, and she would say no. She would turn him down. Meanwhile, her sister, spoiled rotten, she have everything she wants. She have everything that under the sun, and he's bending over backwards for her. God is saying that he is seeking judgment upon this man. He is seeking judgment upon this man for what he did. It was not right. It's not right. It's not right. And it's not right. It's a difference between, and I just feel like it's a difference between a situation where you are with someone and they already had a child and that child wasn't yours, and a child that you created. When you create a child and you basically, it's like this man, he consented to laying down with the woman and creating the child. But now that when the child came to life, he felt as though he made a mistake. Oh no. And I responsibility. Oh no. Oh no. But he finds the person that he wants to be with, the person his heart's desire, and he wants to have children with that woman, and he want to make sure those kids are good. He want to make sure those kids are happy. But his firstborn, or the child that he made with this other woman, he wants to push that child to the side. God said he is seeking judgment upon this man. He is seeking judgment upon this man. He is seeking judgment upon this man. God, and that's the message. God said he is seeking judgment upon this man. And it is very sad that men are this way. And you know, it's getting worse and worse and worse. I was watching a video that made me very emotional. I'm going to try my best not to get emotional while I'm recording this. Where there were two separate women that lost their lives because the man that they were pregnant by decided they didn't want to have children with them, but the women didn't want to have abortions. Like, this is something that is very, first of all, their body is not at stake. Their life is not at stake from that procedure. And if a woman does not feel like she is comfortable having one, and if a woman decides that, well, I laid there, I got pregnant, and it is not the baby's fault that I got pregnant, and she decides that she's not going to have an abortion, that is her choice. And if he didn't want to have a baby, then guess what? He shouldn't have laid down with her, because the whole purpose of sex is to procreate. It's to procreate. It's to, like, the world we live in is so confused. The world we live in is all the confused and don't know what, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows up and down anymore. The whole purpose is to procreate. And it's to procreate with your wife. Now, if you, like, you know, if you decide that you're going to fornicate, and you should know that what the byproduct of that would be. There are cause and effects. And it's really sad. You know, this man should be ashamed of himself. In reality, I feel like it is very pitiful for a man to feel as though, like, especially in this case right here, because this just feels like this is somebody, they made life with someone they were attracted to, someone they were interested in, and they left her hanging. And she received all the smoke. This woman was beaten and mistreated and talked down upon and looked down upon for years for something that she did not do by herself, because it takes two to tango. A woman cannot just, you know what I'm saying, except the miracle that happened in Mother Mary. That's it. A woman cannot create life by herself. So it is not fair that she sat there and she received all the smoke for something a man did, and that man got up and ran away and acted like he ain't know what happened. God said he's seeking judgment upon this man. Baby, God's seeking judgment upon this man. And I can't even say what the judgment may be, because this is somebody that has moved on with their life, and they didn't found themselves somebody they want to settle down with, and they didn't have children with this person, and they feel like they didn't rolled off into the sunset. But God said he got something for them. God said he got the smoke for them. Because this person not only ruined the mother's life, but also the child's. Because now that child is wondering why their daddy does not love them. The child is wondering why their daddy does not care. The child may be wondering why their daddy doesn't, like, in some cases, they don't even know who their father is. I'm so sick of this lifestyle that men are doing all of this nonsense. As if I don't understand what the logic. If you don't want to have kids with somebody, why would you lay down with them? Why would you create life with somebody and then say to yourself, oops, I really didn't mean to do that? You made that choice. What are you expecting? What were you like? What is the logic in that? And I get it. Like, somebody gonna say, well, if this is a situation with teenagers, maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know. But eventually this person went from being a teenager to being an adult. And when you are an adult and your brain is fully developed at 25 years old, and you think about some of the things that you have done in your life, why in the world would you not want to make it right? God said he is seeking judgment upon him. God is seeking judgment upon him for the heartache that he caused the mother and the heartache that he caused the child. And that's the message. That is the message. That's the message. That's the message. That is so heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. And I feel like this woman and this child that may still have heartache from what this man did. Heart still broke. Years then passed. Several years, decades of heartache because of what this man did. God said he is going to serve justice, and it is a dish best served cold for somebody. But God is seeking judgment upon this man. He is going to, God, and the way that God seeks justice on somebody, when God is seeking judgment, when God is going through and he's getting vengeance, the vengeance that he get is going to receive the results that is well deserved. And like I said, this is a woman that has been hurting for years. A child that has been hurting for years, confused for years. This man is going to receive his just due for what he did. And that's the message. And you know, if this is the man watching the video, shame on you. Out of line. Out of line. Out of line. Out of line. And if he in a situation where his wife is convincing him that he shouldn't spend time with his child, double out of line. Why in the world would you be married to somebody that won't accept your child? What sense does that make? Where's the logic in that? How can she possibly love you truly if she don't even love your child, which is a part of you? Regardless if you want to accept it or not, that's the truth. How you gonna get mad at somebody else? You decided to lay down with somebody and you left your DNA there. That's your child. That's your seed. That's your baby. And it's just like, and I always, you know, my son, no matter how old he get, he's still going to be my baby. And this man should be ashamed of himself for treating his child like a stowaway. God said he's seeking judgment upon him. And the wife as well, if she's involved in this. And that's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.